everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going with, no guys. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. The thing is, I had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm so late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Hello everyone, Margaret here. Welcome to my playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, which is a psychological horror visual novel made by Team Salvato. Now, I do want to preface that this game is not meant for children, nor is it meant for people who are easily disturbed, as it covers topics such as depression and suicide. So if you don't think you can handle that, it's okay, you can just click away. But if you think you can, I really hope that you enjoy the video, and if you do, be sure to give me a like, and of course, as always, subscribe to the channel, as that helps me super greatly. Enjoy! I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in.
Sup?
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Geez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What, you're not even gonna... Wait, what? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Luparza?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki's holding out to me.
Ugh.
This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. Oh, look at her little fangs. She's so cute.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? When I was a kid, I actually hated being small because I thought, like, everyone made fun of me, but now I'm, like, accepting of my shortness.
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are you getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey, now you are treating me like a little kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Ugh.
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki?
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Lubarza.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about the countertops. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to put it in several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Lubarza, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table? What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different one. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just look at it. If just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah, it's just a little longer. Just...
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start doing the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger forward towards the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return.
Gross. You got it on my face.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off of her fingers before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this. This is so awkward. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Okay.
Well, what? Did you just seriously,
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Luperza? You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know, like that, you know, right?
What kind of question is she asking me? Just how did the mood turn to this so quickly? I mean, this feels uncomfortable right now. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breath. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh shit, the cupcakes! Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. And that's not really how cooking works. I don't think it would do that. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Yep, that's high school.
That smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room. That's my favorite smell. I love that smell.
Oh my gosh, look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make it look really, really nice and fluffy.
Sorry.
This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using this time though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever.
Ah, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word that they like. Oh, dude, that's actually like a really cool idea. I was
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Shh, same with you.
Huh? You say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. So she shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she would probably be down like 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Ready? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slow. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry one, then you can probably do it on one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish you would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Go work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? You definitely get closer.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki? What you said before about not always having this chance doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you.
Luperza? I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Oh no! Oh no! Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her finger gently clutch at the side of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? Oh no! Ah, my head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me.
I felt it for a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori? Hi, Luperza.
Sayori? Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Luperza. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... You should come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Aw, really? That's too bad.
Well, yeah. I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat all the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Oh my god! Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you're having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends, that all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Oh my gosh!
It's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Luperza? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Luperza. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika's right. I should just...
Monika?
Monika was right about
what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade anything else. So if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any pain anymore.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Luperza. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Luperza. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And
that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh, what do we say? Oh my gosh, it's so wrong, you guys. I feel like if you don't say you love her, that it's gonna hurt her. And she's gonna go, like, get really sad. Thanks for watching my Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching!